Hey, Shark here. So this is going to be a bit different from my normal videos. Today I wanted to make a video talking about my predictions for the 2025 BreyerFest Surprise Horse Seize the Day Surprise. I wanted to make this video for a few reasons. 1, I'm too impatient to wait for other people to come out with their predictions. 2, I have not seen any prediction videos as of writing this script. But 3rd, I honestly just wanted to take a break from drawing for a bit and talk about my interests, BreyerFest and model horses. And sorry in advance if the AI voiceover is weird. I'm just using it because I like to keep my online presence and real life separate, but also because I am not great at reading off scripts. I tried to find the least annoying and easiest to understand voice, but you're just gonna have to bear with me on the audio. Please note before I start that these are all just fun theories and speculation. I, in no way, shape or form, have ever worked for the Breyer Animal Creations Company, and none of this has been confirmed by the company. Thank you. The first step I'm going to take is narrowing down molds. I'm a bit bad at remembering what horses have already been eliminated, so I'm going to cross each of them off and break the process down into steps. Personally, I like to start with ruling out any molds that cannot be in the surprise horse lineup. So we can eliminate mares with foals, single foals, molds that have been used as previous surprise horses, non-horse equines, and molds that are already used in this year's BreyerFest lineup, think special runs and limited edition models. Even though those are the only real rules or traditions to the surprise horses, there are a few more rules that I think are unspoken. So I'm going to try and eliminate molds what will be less likely to be a surprise horse. I'm gonna be ruling out any mold more than 45 years old, because the oldest mold Breyer has done as a surprise horse according to the year it was released was about a 50-year-old mold at that time, and I just think it's a bit unlikely. It is also very unlikely for the surprise horse to be on a mold with intricate features because of the price of good packaging, in my opinion. Molds with intricate stands are usually not included in the surprise horse lineup. The only surprise horse with a large stand that I've found was the Dark Horse Surprise from 2018. Molds with only small runs, lower than 5, are also pretty uncommon. Even though it has been seen before in special runs, it would probably not be seen in surprise horses. I'm also going to eliminate horse molds that have been used in the 2024 BreyerFest and 2025 regular runs. Even though they could technically appear, I think Breyer may want to use different molds for the surprise. There are some molds I have eliminated but do not have time to explain, but here is what we have left. With that narrowed down, I'm going to look at the hints Breyer has given us about the horse next. Breyer has dropped some fairly big hints about this surprise horse. Many Breyer fans speculate that the name of the surprise horse is a giveaway to the mold that the special run will be made on. Seize the day is a phrase that is commonly used as the translation of the Latin term, carpe diem, although it directly means, pluck the day. Carpe diem is also the name of a model on the Sherman Morgan mold, which many fans believe to be the actual mold that the surprise horse is going to be on this year. Breyer has given fans a few more hints which could lead towards this Sherman Morgan idea. In a recent Breyer article called A Good Vintage, Breyer directly mentions the Carpe Diem model on the Sherman Morgan mold when they're talking about molds with interchangeable parts. Do these references of the name mean that the mold is 100% the Sherman Morgan? No. But I think it would be a cool surprise if it turns out that the entire Carpe Diem and Sherman Morgan mentions are all red herrings and Breyer gives us something completely different in the end. I'm going to go through other possible hints that Breyer may have given us about the surprise horses. The only thing we really have as far as other hints are the logo to the surprise horse. The name is surrounded by a bright blue border with purple, orange, and yellow stars and circles. That could be important because in Breyer's surprise horse history the image often includes colors of the decorator in each surprise horse lineup. For example, the 2016 Samba Surprise logo is an orange, yellow and green sphere. When we look at the Samba Surprise decorator, it includes green, yellow, and orange on its coat. This is a great example of the colors being used in the decorator when it was revealed. A recent example of this color coordination is the Girls Run the World surprise. The logo for the 2024 surprise horse is blue, purple and green. Even though it is a bit subtle, this did hint at the green decorator horse for that surprise run. But this could honestly just be a coincidence. Actually, we don't really know a lot about how Breyer designs the surprise horses, but for now I think it's a cool theory, so I'm gonna stick to it. Now, with this year's colors, I am going to focus on the small star and speckle details around the logo. I think the purple, orange, and yellow colors may be hinting at a sunset-themed decorator. Now this guess may seem like a stretch, but the name, Seize the Day, could help support it. Sunsets are often thought of and associated with the day, especially during summer. I think that the blue around the logo may not even be included in the decorator, but maybe just a color placed in the logo to help outline it and doesn't have any real connection to the horse. Breyer hasn't dropped any hints of gender, so we can't eliminate any models based on that yet. Even though the colors and patterns of the surprise horses are uncertain, there has been a pattern between the surprise horses in the past few years. The surprise horse lineup normally includes a few main parts. Normally there are at least 5 surprise horses included in the run. I've noticed a pattern in the recent designs of the surprise horses. There is a repetition in the types of models they make, which includes one decorator, at least one flat color horse. This includes horses with subtle or no body markings. This includes single color horses without markings, roans, and dapples, as they all have subtle designs. And at least 2 unique patterns, which includes pintos, rabicanos, and Appaloosas. Note that if there are 2 horses that share the same or similar categories of markings, I will be classifying them as the same unique pattern. So, 1 decorator, 1 flat color and 2 unique patterns. There are no rules saying that this is a pattern that they follow for the surprises, this is just what I've noticed. Now for the fun part, color predictions. I'm going to start with the decorator because I've already said a few theories about it. I think it will be a sunset-themed model with oranges, yellows and purples just like the teaser image, with possibly white socks and a matching mane and tail, as well as gold shoes and silhouetted horse cloud markings because it matches the silhouetted Appaloosa markings that have been in other models this year. Or they could add the blue and create some dark blue points, with a forehead diamond to match the theme. Of course I will be taking some creative liberty with the designs, because who would want to design something that they don't like? Anyways, in order to make further predictions I'm going to have to take a look at other special runs that have been revealed so far this year. Breyer often sticks to a similar color palette with their BreyerFest model, so it's safe to assume the surprise horses will also follow this rule. With the special runs that have been revealed this year, it looks like a lot of dull and cool colors with a few bright warm colors. Some grays and duns, as well as some brighter bays and palominos. The blue decorator special run may also hint at a bit of blue on the decorator surprise, just like Better Than Revenge may have hinted at the jade green decorator surprise from 2024. They seem to be heavy with the Appaloosas this year as well as dappled horses. For the flat-colored horse I have included a silver dun horse with slight dapples and some slight darker, vibrant points. For the first unique patterned horse I wanted to include an Appaloosa, so I designed a dark bay blanket Appaloosa horse with speckles of white throughout, a white blaze and a mottled face. For the second unique marking horse I wanted to have a medicine hat horse because I have seen a couple of popular vintage Breyers with these markings like Domingo, so I designed it as a black horse to reference the dark tones of the other special runs. Finally I wanted to include a second flat colored horse, but in order to connect it with the theme of Cheers to 75 years, I decided to make it a champagne horse. Because the BreyerFest 2025 banner includes glasses of champagne, I think it would be a fun touch, plus there are not many champagne Breyer horses overall. That's my lineup. That was my prediction for the BreyerFest 2025 surprise horse, Seize the Day. I hope you enjoyed my fun little theories, and I would love to hear your predictions too. Have an amazing day. If you are going to BreyerFest, I hope you have fun, and if you aren't, I hope you have a great year. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thanks for listening to my thoughts. Bye now.